Shall we do some psychic spying? You know you want to. So if you're stuck in a situation and you're wanting a bit of clarity about it because you're not being told something or you feel like something's being kept from you, let's find out. You can get a personalised one of these. I'm going to set them up on standstill, but in the meantime, if you want one, go for the present and future reading. 18 quid in the winter sale, guaranteed same day. Okay. Right, so let's start off with what's kind of going off. What are you not being told? Let's get this together. And then we'll move on to spread 2 with what's going to happen. Right, so what are you not being told? Interesting. What's going off here? Right, so Queen of Wands in the reverse. I should start off all with court cards here. So court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Queen's are feminine energy, kings are masculine energy. In tarot, we talk about energy, not gender. The Queen of Wands in the upright position is in her feminine power. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase, she attracts. You want this, you come and get it, but you turn up right. No pages, no knights, and only an upright king will do. Right, it's in the reverse position. I feel like this is somebody else, and they've slipped into toxic femininity, backing down, rolling over, not knowing the worth and value. Now, we then got a Knight of Cups. Cups, water emotions, Knights, forward motion. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, more so than the pages. This Knight's coming forward and offering the cup. Hold fire. We then got King of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. King's masculine energy. The King of Swords in the upright position is in his power. He takes control of things on a mental level. He's not afraid to say his piece as and when it's needed. Okay. Reverse position, toxic masculine energy. This guy is a negative talker, is paranoid, and more importantly, he has narcissistic tendencies. Now, what it feels like is this Queen of Wands in the reverse is going towards a King of Swords in the reverse with some kind of offer, some kind of emotional offer. It doesn't have to be love-based, so don't assume it is. The problem is this person's a manipulator, number one. Number two, the Queen of Wands is feminine energy, so she should not be chasing, she should be attracting. Okay, let's continue. Oops, excuse me, confirmation T-burp. Right, okay. 6 of Wands in the reverse, Wands fire action. Story of this card is some great war going off. This village has been out to local battle, they've won. They've returned back to the village, they're celebrating. They know the greater war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, it boosts morale of the troops. Reverse position, feeling like they've got nothing to celebrate. 2 of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. Just clocking, I've gone through all the suits now, so I don't have to mention that. I'll still forget and do it anyway. Right, so I'm going to keep this simple. Infinity loop around the coins. This is keeping this person stuck in a karmic cycle. Overall outcome card. 2 of Wands. Wands fire action. Okay. This is about making a plan moving forwards. So they're the person there, globe in the hand, surveying the scenery. They know that what they want. They're now making a plan about to get there. Now, the problem for me is because we've got the 2 of Pentacles there, my concern is for this person that they are making plans to come in with another offer for the King of Swords in the reverse. The King of Swords in the reverse is a King of Swords in the reverse. They're deliberately being narcissistic and using tactics. And this person's just going to constantly feel let down and stuck in this cycle, this loop. Okay. Obstacles or blockages that they're facing, or it could be that you're facing. Star card in the reverse, I think, is what they're facing. So the star card in the upright position talks about hopes, dreams, aspirations, wish fulfillment, wishing on a bigger star. Reverse position, feeling like that's falling away. Okay, feeling like their dreams aren't ever going to come true. Removing any blockages. 8 of Swords in the reverse. So this can be a little bit of advice for you, I suppose, in regard to how do you help this person. So, lady there, bound and blindfolded. It's going to be too hard to see, but you can't see her arms because they're behind her back. They're behind her back, she's holding onto rope, she doesn't want to take the blindfold off. Self-imposed restriction. This person needs to take the restrictions off and see the situation as it really is. So let's just, for example, say that it is love, for argument's sake. I'm not saying it is love. This person, the feminine energy, is in toxic femininity, and they keep coming towards their partner or somebody they're in a situationship with, going, you know, oh, do you want to go out? And they're like, yeah, maybe, no, I don't. And it's this constant control. They're being left defeated, and they're constantly going, right, let's think of a new plan of how to get their attention. Like I say, feminine energy should not chase, it should attract. As I always say, sometimes you have to flash a little bit of ankle to get the masculine's attention, but after that, they should come towards you. And even then, there's no guarantee they're not going to come forward like a dickhead. You know what I mean? Right, so very stuck energy for this situation here. So let's go on to spread 2. What's going to happen? Okay. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be that they realise that they're kind of stuck in a karmic cycle, and you know, they're making a plan of how to escape it. You know, unfortunately, I'm not overly hopeful, but we'll see. Right, so I'm going to say that they potentially are making a bit of a plan of how to get out of this karmic loop, because we then got the 5 of Cups in the reverse, Cups, water, emotions. So that figure there is normally in black. They're normally in black because they're mourning or grieving the 3 cups that have fallen over. There's 2 full ones behind them. Upright position, missing out on that, stuck in grieving mode. Reverse position. As I always say, it's okay to be angry, sad, pissed off, annoyed. Something's not worked out. Somebody's not changing, etc., etc. But it's about realising there will be better times ahead. We then got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so forward motion, news coming in fast, or expressing ourselves. Now, I feel it's more news coming in fast because that Knight, as I'm looking at the cards, is charging towards the 5 of Cups, and it's coming from an Emperor in the reverse. So the Emperor in the upright position is what we call the Divine Masculine. He's like the kings, but he's combined. He's a good ruler, he's a good leader, he's wise, he's knowledgeable, he's firm but fair, he's not afraid of fight, he's not afraid of change. Reverse position, toxic masculine energy through and through. Again, it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary, it can be an environment or a collective. Toxic masculine energy can range from someone or something who doesn't want to change up to the nasty stuff. Anger, aggression, oppression, suppression, abuse, lust, power, greed. Let's continue. Right, so Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune for me talks about either the energy around us or the way we're thinking about things. And I feel that this is in regard to the way this person's thinking about things. Upright position, getting in a firm positive mindset, not toxic positive mindset, where you're just going to go, if I convince myself everything's great, everything's a mirror and we're in a matrix and it's going to change. No, 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 no. You're still a human being. You've still got to make the hard choices and decisions. Reverse position, we're starting to go into a negative mindset. Nothing ever works out for me. Nothing's ever going to change. That then fuels it because you're then negatively manifesting. What's then going to happen? 7 of Wands in the reverse. They're going to end up backing down. Upright position, they're the person on top of the hill here fighting off the 6 of the Wands or staves. It can sometimes indicate a surprise attack, hence why he's got a boot on, a shoe on, and he's missing his belt. Okay, he's chucked on what he can to come out and meet these people. Reverse position, backing down. If we add in the kind of element of surprise, if you want to call it that, or lack of, this for me is the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me card. It's when we let people back in, we let people end up controlling us again because we go, oh, well, I'll just give them another chance, right? Overall outcome card. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So in the upright position, this is about going, right, long term, what am I investing in here? Where am I putting my time, my effort, my energy? It can indicate going on to bigger things. So down at the bottom there, you've got the nice garden. Beyond the archway is a mountain. Okay. Either way, it's in the reverse position. Not focusing on building on from that. Obstacles or blockages. Page of Swords in the reverse. Page is more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience the kings and the queens. Don't have the full motion of the knights. Page of Swords. I don't feel it's the person in the 5 of Cups. I feel like this is the Emperor energy. I want to say that. Yeah, well, it's kind of a bit both, really. So the Page of Swords, in the more negative aspects, in the as a character as a whole, is a Peter Pan type character. Somebody who makes a lot of promises, pie in the sky ideas, never shows up. Reverse position, that's them not actually showing up. The other way we can go is if this is the person in the Five of Cups, upright position, blue sky thinking, thinking outside the box, being more creative and playful. Reverse position, sticking to the tried, tested, and true, which is being stuck in this toxic environment. Removing any blockages. Nine of Wands. Okay, so back again. Do we have him? Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. So looking back at all the crap they've had to put up with, all the hell they've been through, and going, do you know what? I might be beaten, blooded, battered, and bruised. However, I'm still standing. And that's how you step into your power, because you realise how tough and strong you are. So yeah, obviously you're going to be involved in this in some way or how. It could be a friend, it could be a partner, whatever. This person, they know that they need to break out of this toxic cycle with this Emperor in the reverse energy, but they keep just backing down. Now, all you can really do is be there for them, because ultimately it's down to them to make the changes. And until they decide to do that, they ain't going nowhere. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if it's like a situationshipy type thing and you're waiting for somebody to exit their relationship, don't bother. Don't bother. Move on with your life. Because even once they've exited, they're going to be in too much of a wounded energy to actually give you what you deserve. And you shouldn't be here to try and fix people. Don't worry like that. So there you go. Whatever the situation is, no change for a while yet, I'm afraid. Ta-ta.